just read, he's going to go out and deceive the nations. That's it, man. He's going to go out, right, with a deception blitzkrieg throughout the whole world. Understand? That's why our Lord, Yahweh Shai, the one who ignorantly called Jesus Christ, said this. He said, for there shall arise false Christ, right? He said, for they're going to arise false Christ, along with many others, right? False Christ. This image right here of Caesar Borgia, the second son of Pope Alexander VI of Rome, all right? This image, there shall arise false Christ and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders, in so much that if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect. Alright? It says, there shall arise false Christ. There's one example of that. This image is not correct according to the Bible. According to the Holy Bible, the one you ignorantly called Jesus Christ, the so-called black man, a Negro. Alright? So this image is a false image, a false Christ. Understand? Just to show you who is behind all the deception going on throughout the earth. Right? And false prophet, they show great signs and wonders. What are the great signs and wonders that he's showing? According to Revelation 13 and 13, he let fire rain down from heaven. That is atomic weaponry. It's nuclear bombs. It's nuclear missiles. Alright? He caused fire to come down from heaven. That is the great signs and wonders. Alright? That's one of them. If it were possible, he shall deceive. They shall deceive the very elect. If it was possible, meaning they can't, but if it was possible, they shall deceive the very elect. That's why the majority of our people are in utter darkness, man. Understand? They're in darkness. They're blind. They're ignorant to all what's taking place. Understand? Why? Because the same devil is loose a little season and he's deceiving them. He's lying to them. Alright? Let's get Revelation, the 3rd chapter. We're narrowing down who is behind all of this darkness, deception that's going on. As I said, who's behind this darkness and this deception that's going on? Who's behind it? Right? Who's that old serpent? Who's that devil? Right? And Satan, that's behind all the darkness. Right? The spiritual wickedness in high places. Alright? Who's behind it? It says, Revelations 3 and 9, behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, and say they are Jews and are not, but do lie. Alright, the ones who are the synagogue of Satan. Synagogue of Satan means chief house. Right? Go back to Ephesians 6 and 12. Right? That's the spiritual wickedness in high places. Right? Spiritual wickedness in high places. The synagogue of Satan. Alright? It says I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, who say they are Jews and are not, but do lie. Who's saying they're the Jews right now?
I'm a Yid, I'm a Jew, I'm Israel.
Who's over in the land of Israel claiming it as theirs?
Yeah, this is our place.
Who's killing the Palestinians and all that, but the land over there is saying it's theirs?
Yeah, this is our place.
They are the synagogue of Satan. They're the chief house of Satan, right? Committing all the spiritual wickedness in high places. They are the ones. Alright? It says, behold, I will make them to come and worship before thy feet and to know that I love thee. Alright? So that is telling you who they are right there. Right? Who is that old serpent, which is the devil and Satan. We know who they are now. As a nation of people, they're called Edomites. But them so-called Jews, them Israelis, right? They're the head tribe of the Edomites. Understand? They're the synagogue of Satan, right? But all Edomites are the devil, right? They're a nation of devils, right? That's why they put up their image as the image of Jesus Christ. This is how they're deceiving the world. This is how they deceive the world. Remember, I read in 1 Maccabees, the 3rd chapter, they sought to paint the likeness of their images. They wasn't successful then, but open up your picture Bible right now, and who is in it? Who is in it? Understand? They were successful in doing it now. Why? Just to show who they are. Just so they can expose themselves, right? As the devil that they are. These Edomites, so-called white men, all right? And you notice, right? Notice, all right? Them so-called Jews, who control your media? All right, who control Hollywood? Huh? Who control everything that's being aired on your TV? Who control these so-called institutions of higher learning and these churches? The same people who control these banks. Who are the international bankers? Who are the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers? You see that? They are the ones who are keeping the people in darkness. They're the ones who's keeping the people ignorant and blind to all what's taken, to all what's going on. All right? Sir, matter of fact, as I read in Revelation 3 and 9, right? The ones who say they're Jews or not, but are the synagogue of Satan, right? Roughly paraphrasing, the ones who say they're Jews or not, they're the synagogue of Satan. So what happened to the real Jews? Right, what happened to the real Jews, the real Israelites? Let's find out. Let's get Psalm 83. Psalm 83, verse 2, it says, "For lo, thy enemies make a tumult." A tumult is a commotion, right? Or an uprising. And they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, "Come, and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance." Right? They have said, "Come, let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel, being a Jew, no more in our remembrance." You see that? Well, that's how they did it. They destroyed the real Jews from being a nation, and then they take our nationality upon themselves. Right? They take our nationality upon themselves, right? And profess themselves to be the real Jews, and they're not. The Bible said they're the synagogue of Satan, right? And they do lie. Come on up. Come on up. Come on. Don't be afraid. Come on up. Come on. All right. Do you know who you are according to the Bible? Who are you? I can't hear you. Say that again. You're a child of God? All right. Who are the children of God? Who are the children of God? Huh? Everybody? No, they're not. No, they're not. The children of God are the people on this side right here. The Israelites. You know the biblical Israelites? All right? They're the children of God. Nobody else. Understand? God has one people. And that people are the Israelites. Understand? You're an Israelite according to the Bible. Understand? You are a child of God. Understand? But you don't really know who you are. You are the Israelites. That's your biblical nationality. Understand? But why don't you know that you're the Israelite? know why? I'll read this for you again. This is Psalm 83. It says, for lo, thine enemies make atonement. Meaning, again, atonement is an uprising or a loud noise, a commotion. Right? And they that hate, they have lifted up their head. The ones who hate us has risen up. Right? They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. The word crafty there means subtle. When you look up the word subtle, it means insidious. Insidious means harm, means enticing but harmful. Alright? It says, they have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in their remembrance. See, they said, let's cut you off so we are not a nation, that the name of being an Israelite or being a Jew is no more in our remembrance. Who did that? I'm going to tell you. The so-called white men did. Alright? In slavery, have you seen that movie Roots? You see when they tie up on Kunta and they beat his back, right? And say your name is now Toby. Right? That's called a breaking process. Alright? We're a broken people, a broken nation. Understand? Because back then, who they tell us we were? They call us black. Right? They call us black. They say we're Negroes. We're African American. We're Afro-American. Understand? You have no idea that you are an actual Israelite according to the Bible. Everybody have a biblical nationality. Everybody does. Understand? But they will not tell you that. Why? They don't want you to know the truth. Understand? That is deceitful. Matter of fact, the one they ignorantly call Jesus Christ, he's a Jew, right? He's from the tribe of Judah. He's a Jew, just like we are Jews, right? Why was this image put up? You see the deception? See the deception, right? This image was put up to have our people worshiping them as the Christ. He warned us about this. Matter of fact, I'm going to read it one more time in our Matthew's 24th chapter. Alright, Matthew 24 says this, right? Take a look at this picture. Right, it says, for there shall arise false Christ. Right? When you read Revelations 1, verse 13 and 14, it describes him as a dark chocolate man. Right? He's dark skinned. Right? So why was this image put up? That is deception. Alright? And only the devil would do this. You understand? Only the devil would do this. You know, Revelations 2 and 9 and 3 and 9, it says, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, who say they are Jews and are not. Understand? But they do lie. Who's calling themselves a Jew today? The people over there in the land of Israel, them so-called Jews, right? They call themselves a Jew and they're not. They're the synagogue of Satan, meaning the chief house of Satan. You see that? That's who they are. Understand? But they got our people deceived. Understand? Our people don't know who they are. They think they're Negroes, they think they're black, they think they're African American, they think they're Jamaican, they think they're Barbadian. Understand? They think they're Mexican and Native Americans. They're not. Those are the 12 tribes of Israel. Understand? And these people who are acting like they're the Israelites, they're not. They're the devil. Right? The devil means deceiver. But they're the one that's deceiving our people. Understand? And how do they deceive our people? As I said, they deceive our people through the TV, the television. Right? They deceive us through the TV, their churches with these pastors. They're 501c3 pastors. They're not telling us the truth. right? And these schools, these so-called institutions of higher learning, they're deceiving our people. Understand? They don't want you to wake up to who you are. Understand? Because we're in the last days, right? When the one they ignorantly called Jesus Christ, right? Is returning. Understand? And he's going to destroy a lot of people. Understand? He's going to destroy a lot of people. And a lot of our people are going to go down. They don't want us to wake up. Understand? So I'm out here for that cause. You know, to try to wake up my people, just like how I'm giving it to you right now. Understand? This is what our people need to be into. Instead, they're into other things. Right? They're into selling drugs, committing adultery, understand, partying, understand, being entertained by sports and all that. They're into everything else but the truth. But the thing is, who's keeping them in that darkness? The same devil right here. Understand? But it's time for us to wake up. Alright? It's time for us to wake up. Huh? Next week? Alright. Make sure you come and listen again. You will? Alright, good. Alright. Alright. Let me go back to Psalms 83 and 4. I'm going to get straight to the point. It says, they have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. Alright? Go back to that word crafty. That word crafty, right? I said it means subtle. Right? When you look at the word subtle, it means insidious. Insidious means enticing but harmful. Understand? It means enticing but harmful. Understand? Now let's go back to the beginning in the garden. Alright? How was that devil? How did that devil beguile Eve? The same thing. He was enticing but harmful. He was crafty. You see that? He was crafty. Understand?